you're positioned here in this like weird spot because I'm charging my phone and I don't know how to work the balancing act right now. Let me see if I can get it straightened out because it's kind of annoying me. Like, let me see if I can get this straight. Let's see. Okay, I think that might work. It's gonna probably mess up my cord, but they said to keep going. I asked permission first from the panel, my panel, and I asked about YouTube if I should go back on here, and this gives me the, you don't have to lay low, really. Lay low is really just what they're telling me is more for my, I don't know if it like kind of like for my sanity, but it's also for my pleasures. That's what they're saying. It's not like having to keep away from certain energies, because like I'm well protected. What are you gonna say? Just keep creating. Okay, so the header cards that were pulled, I almost didn't pull them in time, was the King of Pentacles on the right side, and then the Lover's side on the left side, the recipient side. What they're saying is just like, just put it out there. Okay, just put it out there. Even if there's something that doesn't feel like it's on its way to something, like, how do I say it? That's not the way to say it. It feels like whatever's being put out there is kind of not complete in a way that it's, there's something missing. There's something missing, it feels like. But, like, it's not really adding up in its physical sense, but I know it's there. Things are blooming. Things are happening. And they, you know, I do consider them works of art. The conglomerate energy of divination. But there's something that's just not like it's, wondering what is it that's not there yet. Yeah, so there's something about that there, like, what is the missing thing that's supposed to make me the King of Pentacles? What is it that's like, I know I already am, but like, what is it that's missing from this like manifestation? And I don't really think it's like anything really missing. I think it's just a process. With the Lover's card in reversal on the, you know, on this side, I don't really know exactly. It's something about, I don't think it's becoming. I think it's, oh, up and coming. That's what it's happening. Yeah. They said to keep going. It's weird because this is positioned over the Strength card, which is kind of like just keep going, you know, from a previous reading, and it just so happened to be, you know, situated here. All right, my panel, what do you want to say for me? What is this Lover's card in reverse? What is that? Because for the past, I don't know, month or two, I've been doing divinations on these kin energies, especially one. And I don't know. Like, I really have to spend my time getting to know people. And during that time frame, it's only fair for me to be objective and be just kind of separate, you know? Even though, like, I've already read the energies, it doesn't mean that everybody is like really on the same page in the here and now. So I just I have to, you know, as a channeler, I need to remind myself that I am not like falling in love with the idea of the actual form of being in love. And same thing with friendships. I can't fall in love and be so immersed in things that are just not like things that are just not information in the here and now. So it's just important for me to be not get carried away with anyone, anything. And yeah, so it's just important for me to continue creating. Yeah. So what does McConnell want to say about this Lover's card in reverse for me? That's the one. 6 of Swords in reverse. It's being calm on my own. Yeah. So yeah, that's what it's saying. I mean, I can't say that I'm disappointed. I just know that it's very, 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 very important to well, learn my lessons. High Priestess. Yeah, especially when people get close to me, I think they get a little freaked out about how much I end up finding out. And there's like a honor program with Spirit where I am told these things for various reasons. Sometimes I'm just let in on information. I mean, a lot of times I'm not asking, but also a lot of times I'm just told it without them saying which energy it belongs to. You know, there are certain very, very private messages that I receive, and I don't know. It's I'm only told with a sense of urgency and abruptness if there's if it's, you know, dangerous. But so I'm entitled that. I'm entitled my safety in doing what I do. So they grant that. Anyway, some people get a little tripped out because they don't really want you to know what they're thinking or what, you know. And so I suppose that's fair. This one, Emperor in reverse. Yeah, I know a lot. I think this is a great realization because sometimes, like today at work, I know you're so fond of me talking about all of these everyday things, but it's okay. Staring at the same spreadsheet, like thinking that you're gonna get like, okay, you have this task list, and then you think you're just gonna get it like one knockdown after the other. Sometimes when you just sit with something and you're like, I'm just over it. I know who the main people are that are involved, and I know there's still some bullshittery there. I mean, like, why does this boss get her own room, her own accommodations when there's like other CEOs there and she's not even a CEO? Like, why is it that she's the only one granted her room? I know why. I know. because she's doing some like practitioner type of stuff in the background. That's what's happening. Every time I thought about like the rationale behind it, it always pinpointed towards that. She's doing some kind of practice that needs, like, to the point where the person above her is going to be sleeping in like a hallway basically. And if from what I understand, not, and so I was just like, when I'm looking at the spreadsheet, knowing who I'm supporting and how much is invested and what, like, what intentions were, like, just looking at everything. I'm looking at this spreadsheet and I'm just so over it. Like, I get upset at myself. I got upset at myself a little bit because there's a person that I'm kind of working with, and I don't, like, I just felt it was kind of disappointing that I could not show up at my fullest capacity, because I was looking at the spreadsheet and I just felt like so disengaged. I was really trying. I was trying, and it was just like almost looking through the spreadsheet, like off in a distance, off to the other way, and it was just like, yeah, if it's not there, it's not there. It's just, I didn't, so I had to jump away into another spreadsheet. I had to do like, so that's, I realized, knowing with how much I know and how good I am at certain things, I just know that I can give myself a break. Like, I'm really good at, finding out certain things, but for this particular arena, I gotta give more weight to the rationale of who I'm supporting. And even though I didn't feel like it was retaliation or like, oh, lack of sleep or just, anything like being rebellious, I was just like, I don't even think it was burnout. I was just looking at this stuff and I was just, it just all looked the same. It just, everything looked, I don't know. At that point of investing so much energy, I just felt like if anything that could go wrong, the finger will be pointed. And I just got so turned off. I don't know. So I have to, let's just keep going. Let's just keep going, they said. The tides are changing or turning or whatever. There was a devil card. It was in reversal. And then, okay, but then it landed in between my legs, between my feet, horizontal, face down. And now it's accentuated. So, 5 of Wands in reverse, the Chariot card, and 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, something's coming in super aggressively for me, like highly attractive, like the bonus package. Like, you cannot deny it, Tina. This is like, I don't think it's like a once in a lifetime opportunity. This is like something you would not be able to resist saying yes to. Like, it is. There's no qualm about it. Nobody's gonna have to say shit about it. It's like they're gonna be put in their places, basically. But like, there's just, and it's my undercover riot like assembly. But things are moving my way, and it's like a jackpot with a funnel like here. So there's no room for error here. This is aggressively coming towards me. It's a jackpot. It's not just a harvest. It's like, it's fueling in. And I don't know what that means, but I know it's for me, and it's something very, very, very good. I mean, goodness, to have the Emperor in reversal after the High Priestess, and then the Devil card accentuated. Those are the most mental, intense, major arcana cards that I can even think of. Like, the High Priestess is every girl. Every woman, every, you know, divine feminine aspires to be like, oh, I wish I like had all the answers, you know? And then having the Emperor here, whether upright or in reversal, that's a major energy. Major. Then right after that, the Devil card, showing itself both in reversal on lap, and then falling in between like my feet, face down. No, leave no stone or card unturned, and it's accentuated. Holy smokes, this is a big surprise for sure. After being like non-obsessive and like, I'm not gonna micromanage anybody. I'm not even gonna tell anybody what to do anymore. I'm not gonna say what they should be doing or whatever. Just move on. And so sooner or later, not only do they get caught up with their energies, but this particular energy that I put out gets caught up with me. And it's wonderful. Super duper good. Okay. So there's gonna be a lot that's coming through. Remember the Ace of Swords in the Light Seers Tarot? Where'd you put it? Where did I put it? Oh, it's right here. Okay. The Light Seers Tarot. Remember that she was wearing like a pillbox hat. That's what we talked about. A millinery hat. I want to see it. But anyway, she is wearing it. And when I look at the King of Pentacles here, it just fits the bill perfectly. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show myself. Where are you? I'm here. Show me, you really love me. Okay, so here. Okay. Look. And then, dip. The pillbox hat. You see? You see? You got it? So what it's saying is that there's going to be a lot, like a shit ton of creations, like major creative forces coming through. See? Beaming of light. And the Chariot card, beaming of light. Yeah, that's amazing. Ace of Swords. Coming through the King of Pentacles. Amazing. So, that's wonderful. I get to claim that. Excellent. Ooh, the Empress is in reverse over here. I mean, in the bottom of the deck. Top of the deck is the Hierophant in reverse. Major Arcana showing up here. But this is kind of like a breakaway. You know, and when you're from a larger group, a larger affiliation, and then you divide into groups to brainstorm, and you come, like, there's a task or an assignment that everybody is supposed to like do their breakaway sessions in, and then you come together and you see what kind of solutions you come up with. And so it's time for me to break away. I have my own empire. Whatever this thing is, this wonder. Oh, I got it. Look. Okay. I got to drop the load for sure. And do my own thing. Really fully immerse myself. This is great news. I like it. Okay. So, the new bottom of the deck now is the Eight of Swords. So, I think things are to unfold. There's why is this on the new in the bottom of the deck? What are you trying to say from that, my panel? Queen of Cups. Oh. So, this is... Oh, not getting stuck up in my head. People think I'm stuck up. Oh, well. Projections. But this is not getting stuck in my own thoughts of this way or that way. So it's going with the feels. There's something there's just an intuitive drive here. Something also about it's like, it looks like she's cracking an egg over this. They're saying I'm intuitively fit. Like, in good health within that. Like, very disciplined. Okay. That's interesting. All right, so I gotta keep going. Okay. Let's see what else my panel has to say. So what does this mean about breaking away? Do I just like try something, like putting myself out there, and then, or I go like full blast, and I just quit the job, like, nope, you don't get 2 weeks, or maybe I give them 2 weeks, maybe I give them a week and a half, maybe I give them a week, I don't know, maybe I just quit then and there and I do my own thing. What is, like, I'm trying to think about it in a sense of like, this is not a formula. I'm just guided to do certain things at certain times. And if people have a problem with that, that exactly means that the more validation that their time is up, because I am very lenient and patient. It takes a lot for me to say goodbye to somebody or something or some energetics. So, you know, it's like people have already worn out their welcome, especially if they have something to say about it. Because at this point, you know, I command support. So, or I think it's more like demand. Because you can throw commands all you want all day. And the same thing with demands. But demand is like, this is the ultimatum now. I've met my threshold. But demand has like a certain aggression towards it. And I'm not willing to put that much energy out there. It's just, I think command is more fitting for me, for an Empress. So, what does my panel I gotta say about this? Two of Wands in reverse. There are some things yet to be determined. Okay. I mean, I'm supposed to hang around and see how things, like, see what happens. I'm supposed to, but like, I just, Nine of Wands in the World card. Yeah, I'm supposed to, like, finishing this cycle, I'm supposed to show up. I'm supposed to show up and see how, like, just watch what happens. Um, 219 is an angel number here for me. Show up. Oh, you know what they're saying? Show up to the closed cycle. Ten of Cups in reverse and Page of Wands in reverse. Something is about to start for sure, and it's absolute happiness. Absolute happiness. Or it's like the Fae have come around with their wand. Bibbity bobbity boo. You get the Ten of Cups, Tina. Here you go. And there's something. It's because, you know, with every big closure of my life, it just feels like, it really, really does feel like a different life. Like, when my, like if any of the elders had passed away, that was life-changing. When things, started to, when my in-laws, my father-in-law and my mother-in-law passed away, that was life-changing. Even while the depleting life force was happening for each and every one that has you know, passed, that was life-changing. The marriage, the dissolution, the very life-changing. So when I look back at pictures, let's say when Google comes up and they have a flashback of my ex, or I used to get like triggered by it, like just like it's like, you know, like make it go away. But I wouldn't delete them, only because I feel like my kids should have that. It's not like any type of longing for that. It's just, I think there's maybe a way that I can save it. But it's separate from me, separate from my phone, so I could delete all of that. But, you know, it's come and gone. And so I'm not going to go through the efforts of cropping him out of my child's, you know, my children's pictures. I'm not going to do that. That would be kind of going backwards. It's about, you know, building new memories and rebranding in its, you know, in its technical form. So, when spiritual meets technical, but that's, you know, it's just been life-changing. When I initially was going through the dissolution, I felt like I didn't, like, been there, done that. I don't want to have any more kids. I don't want to get married. It's just like, I just can't imagine, I couldn't imagine myself going through the excitement of it all. Like, I felt like the most of what I lived in those arenas has already, like, I've been there and done that. And I wasn't willing to take a chance again, putting myself to through anything similar. So, but now, I just got, I don't know. I mean, I'm not hunting for anything. I'm just doing an inventory, a personal check. And I don't know. I don't really, I don't know. I just think about what the married life would be like with a new person, or just, thinking about just like kind of like the end goal type of thing. And I think I feel like it's just to be determined. But right now, I'm neither this way nor that way. But when I first started this whole dissolution thing, I was really like, nah, I'm not interested. I'm just trying to dig through myself on all of that. Like, why did we even get to talking about that? I don't remember. We have fortune in reverse. What could that mean here? It's only a matter of time. These wonderful things that are happening for me. I mean, things are good already. I mean, Ace of Wands. Yes, I still have my mojo in practice. You know, when I switched between the spreadsheets, I was like, okay, at least I can try and get this other thing done. And it was actually way easier than I thought it was going to be. Especially after jumping out of that one that was like, I'm stuck here, just like winding through it, wondering if anything is missing because of like double, triple, quadruple. So like so many times double checked. Like there's, I don't know. I don't know. So I emailed the bosses like, oh, this is what I got so far. You know, I am missing this part of information, but if you feel that it's vital, please email it over to me. And this, just like very minor things, but it was more over complete than not. And I felt good about that. I was like, oh, that was easier than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I want to proofread it, of course, even more so, but at the same time, I was like, no, I feel like it's as complete as it could kind of be. There might be like some very, very minor things, but for the most part, they got what they need. And on the way home, I was driving and I just slightly thought about it. I was like, I wonder if like, is that okay? And then all of a sudden I felt my lip twitch. And that tells me that the boss in writing, she she was speaking ill of me. There was like jealousy there. Like, oh, she's supposed to be drowning in this stuff. She's supposed to be, like there was something not right about it. It was ill intent. Like it was not right. And so even more permission for me to stand back and not be so hard on myself on delivery. I mean, understanding the process of everything, like my concerns pertaining to their success at a particular event that they're hosting, were either like the biggest ones that I had were either not heard, not given the opportunity to be heard, or absolutely ignored. And so for the past few months, I've been trained to go through certain protocols of communications to the point where it's almost like Pavlov almost, where you're conditioned. That's what it is. Conditioned to think a certain way, be a certain, like it's just very strange. Like something that would come very natural to me in just communicating with certain parties. It's like there was no time to get the approvals that we have standardized. There was no time for that because there was time constraints to get shit done. And it's like, at certain points, I was like, I have to gamble it. If I get in trouble, I get in trouble. Like, I had good intention to doing this or that, so I'm tired of wondering if I'm going to get in trouble or getting in trouble. And like, I'm not even trying to be a rebel. I'm just trying to get things done. So I'm just going to go for it, whatever. And so it's gotten to the point where I just realized right now that there's so much agony within the process of communications that I don't, it's just, I just came to the realization right now that the worry is not about if I might get fired. It's the reliving the concept of the experience that I might really get in trouble, like yelled at, like the physical consequence of being yelled at. And it's not even just like the yelling part, or it's the anger and the intent behind it. It's very dark energy. So it had nothing to do with about me possibly losing my job. I just, dude, I just realized that the conditioning was that. So something that would come automatically natural to me. I mean, like, even with the stuff that I know how to fucking communicate. I've been very, very good with that. But when you have supposed leadership that makes you question your validity and your methods, like, I know I've tailored my communications, and the stuff that needs to get approved, it's very, like, almost like maybe a phrase of it, like very, very minimal part of it gets edited before it gets sent out. And now I'm starting to think that it's just to say that it's been looked over. Do you know what I mean? Like, I could very well do the same and turn around and edit their communications to correct certain things. Like, it's just busy work. That's what it is. The process is meant to fail. I don't understand. But whatever. I have to realize where I set foot in almost every single day. And so I took my breaks, I took my lunch. You just gotta realize when people are trying to fuck with your energy. Even when they're playing nicey nice, even when they're like, you know, far away. You gotta realize these things. say? Ace of Swords for sure. Like, that is the absolute truth. You know, somebody, oh, and they lied to me. They said that they were going to bring up, you know, the whole, when they gave me a hard time about my 1 fucking hour of overtime that to work that into another part, like the next week's schedule, while everything was so last minute, they gave me a hard time about time that was owed to me, not even in time and a half value, just a solid fucking hour. They made it such a big deal out of it, even though we agreed that it was going to be kind of flex with all the things that were going on. We premeditated it to be like a certain range, and I got in trouble because I didn't get it. I didn't have that in writing. And so that was going to be brought up. I said, well, what about the others? I can give you a few examples of others that have violated that. And then they tried to make it seem as though like my thing was an emergency. How do I say it? That I had to use it as an emergency. And I'm like, no, I had to use it before you said it expired. And so they were trying to say, validate what other people were doing because they had an emergency, and they tried to put it on me that I was using it the same validation as, I don't know what the fuck their ideation process is and fucking with people. But, like, they said that they were going to mention it in the next team meetings, and we've already had 2 since then. And I brought it up on the second time. You know, I said, hey, are you going to, are you, like, just as a reminder for content, and that wasn't brought up. A 45 fucking minute meeting, you couldn't bring it up for what? It's a 3-minute discussion. And so today, girl with the long nails, she decided that morning that she was going to take vacation. Just like, oh, per our discussion this morning, I'd like to go ahead and use vacation day today. And it's like, so there is definitely favoritism there with multiple people, just as long as you obey and, you know, just do their dirty work. It's insane. Like, the day of full vacation day, I was given so much static on time that was owed back to me anyway, and threatened to be fired from using time that was already built in, like as a standard luxury of having sick time, vacation time, flex time, etc. Fucking crazy. So I do not wish them well. I do not wish them well at all. I call back all my energy, all my power of love and light, in love and light. Call it, I claim it all back. Pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings and blessings, and return to be refortified to its true owner, me. So, yeah, that's just the way it's gotta be. So time to move on. So I don't know if it's gonna be like right then and there when I'm called to leave. I don't know how much notice, if any notice, there will be. I just know that it'll be time to move on and to move accordingly. So it was weird. It was like I was going through these spreadsheets and like these lists, and I was thinking, you know, I'm not really supposed to be here. Like, I really feel like I'm not supposed to be here much longer. I don't know why. I feel like whether I move this way or that way, I'm not soon. I'm not supposed to be here at that job. I don't. there's something about it where I just, it just felt so strange. Can you elaborate, my panel, please? Like, is it just, I don't know. I really just sat in there calm and I thought, this is already old news. There's something that's, I don't know, it's just super strange. 10 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, I'm about to rise from it. Like, got a jet, dudette. Yeah, that's the Phoenix energy. Like, I don't know. It seems really strange for me because I've never been still employed with a company. I'm still thinking, yeah. Like, I just felt like there's some, I don't know what, it's hard to explain. But I think it's done. Whatever happened has surmounted to this like new thing. Queen of Wands inverted for sure. Okay. And then this fell upright on the box, you know, the Light Seers Tarot. It's the Eight of Wands and the Six of Cups. So there's kind of like a funeral. It was kind of like that. It's like that. You know? Like an open casket viewing. Communication, so there's some kinship energy that's helping me find closure. I think this is leaving on good terms with the right contacts. And so it's not absolute, and it's kind of like tower moment. You see, the communication is, you know, it's not absolute in that. Strange. Something's coming on. I really feel like that. I still didn't, did I tell you? I didn't have a cigarette today. So has it been 2 days? I don't know. I think it's been 2 days. Well, whatever it is, the last thing that I said, still going strong. I got tired during the end of my lunch. So, I fell asleep maybe for the last 10 or 15 minutes. And I don't normally snore, or at least I don't think I do, but snoring woke me up. It was, yeah. Okay, that one is the Queen of Cups inverted now. So, things are about to get, like, I'm about to stir my own cup. What the heck does that mean? This is Feelin Yourself. Oh my gosh, for sure. Who says that? Is that Beyonce? Feelin Myself. Is that, that's Nicki Minaj. Is it? I think it's Nicki Minaj. I'm so sorry. Something about tax bracket. Wax on. Yeah, it is Nicki. It is Nicki Minaj, yeah. So this is Feelin Myself. Oh, this is great. This is great. This is also baking something, because this is alchemy, because I talked about the egg like in a mortar thing, and then this is the pestle basically. So this is cooking up something, but this is really good. This is like a really good vibe for me. So this stuff that's happening is kind of like being muted out. Like this live energy with work, as I clock in and I do certain things, it just feels like old world, like it's just mute. It's muted energy. Like when those Google photos coming through, and it's like you can't even, like, there's something inaudible about, there's something mute about those experiences. It's further and further away, and it's just strange to be walking into a place where you're like, how much can I get done, or like, what can I do today, and like, you know, this can get better, so I have this on my list, and you know, and then all of the other nice to have, like, common, like, cyclical things that they have on their list. And I just, like, I'm no longer bending over backwards for it. I don't have any interest after all that I've seen. It's weird. Even at the rate that I'm going at, it's still more than what they deserve. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's only when they feel like they're not being watched that I feel siphoning, like direct siphoning. Very strange. So anyway, okay, that's enough. I do not want to talk about them anymore. I'm just kind of documenting my experiences, because there's just certain contrasts that I notice. This is just kind of like recapping, how do I say it? Recapping, so that the learning experience is more memorable, so I'm not carrying it into the next phase. It's just kind of like a closeout. Like when you see, when you're like working retail, and like or like even when you're nearby a place and then they're starting to liquidate, basically. I'm melting, you know? Things are starting to just like go. Is this correct? I feel like it's correct. What do you want to say in my panel? Okay, let me tell you. 8 of Cups, they said it's start to go for a walk on a regular. It's going to be easier to leave once you do that, Tina. Because it's time to go, but there's something about being in constant motion, and moving away from, like, okay, get away from your desk, like, there's something about that there. You know, if they're going to have all of these tasks to do, like all these like menial, like run to do this or that task, what I just saw in my feed was something about cults, how they make their biggest interest is in keeping you busy with cleaning and this and that, perfecting this and that. It's like a subconscious, like, brainwashing technique. And so the most important thing is to keep whoever you want to control busy. So you give them busy work, you give them this and that, and it's just so that they're not able to, or it keeps them from thinking deep thoughts. And so I realized that when my energy was being siphoned so much, that especially sitting in one spot, that I was required to be in office the whole time so I could be easily located and pinpointed on this group level, that I started using these tasks against them. So if I had to water the plants, I would not do it all at once. I would just do it at random, because who says I got to do it all at once? You need me to fix up the kitchen? You need me to take inventory? Okay, I'm going to be over here. I'm going to be over there. I'm going to be over here. I'm going to be there. Whatever. So that's what have been doing, at least for the past month. And I find it pretty enjoyable. Kind of like hide and go seek energetics. And I know they have cameras up. I know that they do. They're trying to keep it like not I know because I know yucky energy when I see it. I know when I see people are lying to me. And I could see it's gross. It's really, really gross energy. And I know the bosses are definitely, they're filming everyone. They have access. My computer has been on delay at least for a good month, so I know people are tapped into it while I'm navigating through. There are certain times where like it's just acting up. There's no reason for it to be doing that, but I know that they're tapped in. And any thing that has connected like by work phones or work usage, even with my personal phone, anyone who has a company phone, like they're tapped into. And yeah, I don't know, I'm just kind of tired of it. I think I'm gonna send that email and tell them, look, if I don't want my personal cell phone used for work items, even for emergency purposes. If you want to get a hold of me, it shall now be on a company provided phone, and that's going to have to be written in the contracts. Like, they cannot, even for emergency purposes, they cannot enforce you to use your phone. So I think I'm gonna go there, start to like kind of walk away from those energies. You know, you have to draw the line, especially when there's I'm just like recapping on how much energetics they stealing. So anyway, this fell on a drink tray upwards, and look, so many cups, 9 of cups, and then right over the 5 of cups, like 9 to 5 energy. Like, you start your day, Tina, accentuated with like so much happiness, so much energy, and by the time you leave, you really, really want to leave this place. Like, there's no doubt anybody in this position would want to leave. But looking at the whole takeaway, 14 cups here, accentuated. That's temperance, okay? So we're still building something here, Tina. We're still engaged in alchemy. We're still within the healing process. What do you want to say about that? The fall on the drink tray. Oh yeah, for sure. So whatever I've undergone, it's not just from my experience, but this is a 4-cup drinking tray that it sat on, and so this energetic of intentions multiplies as service to not just serve self, but like multiply and double up into others' cups. Okay. So what they're saying is that this has served purpose. This is inbox, but it's also past energy. So what's still on my doing side, on my right leg, basically, is the Eight of Cups. Okay. It's I don't know. I just feel like there's this like leaving, but knowing how to come back too. You see like there's a scent coming through. Okay, so keep going. Okay. Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Death card in reverse. So, so where I'm at right now, I keep getting transformation even in my playlist. So again, that's past energy. Like I've come to really understand that energetic of walking in with good vibes, good intentions, and then leaving so depleted that you're already basically writing like resignation. So that's the better part than writing your will, right? Thinking that you're going to die in a place. And for this, in its current mode, it's this is the cocoon energy, the stage where you like kind of pop out of your chrysalis. Okay. So, Knight of Swords is very focused energy. Really, really getting out of there. Okay. So you can start the motions by going out for walks. Yeah. All right. So what's in my like future state? What is it like my doing state? Like what is it? Yeah, keeping going. Like what do you want me to know, my panel? What do you want me to know? It's weird. Like this energy is just so weird. So two here. We got Two of Swords in reverse and the Page of Swords. So this is an unhexing, an uncrossing, an open road. Definitely. Yeah. So it's like on the doing side. Page of Swords though. So, I don't know what else to say about this part. Page of Swords. Let's get a clarifier for that. This is a petitioner, is what I'm. Yeah, I feel like it's a petitioner. Yeah, it's a petitioner. Jumping from Page to the Queen of Swords. Holy smokes. Yes. That's so strange. Okay. So bottom of the deck is Page of Cups. We have admirers here. I want to see what's behind that. Seven of Swords. admirers and stealing. Oh. So there are some admirers who have tried to block the path. This is so weird because there's 2 of swords like in her eyes, right? It's unblocked now. But you see people kind of blending in like as me, you know, as my kin energy. You see with the kind of the face covered, okay? But this is an admirer energy. There's like a lot of love pouring out. However, this person, the 7 of Swords here, is leaving with his hands basically cut off. So they're guilty. Whoever it is guilty for trying to block my path, mine and my kin's path. So they're leaving kind of like with their ego, thinking that they're going to one up. But look, like to the ships that are supposed to be coming in. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, let's see if she'll like believe that. But I'm gonna go ahead and leave, you know, with like this war. I feel like I've won because I'm about to like bail out. That's so strange. What is this like? This is like, it's almost like a psych, you know, like faking it, you know. This is a prop, a distraction to see if they can leave. What the heck? Like, without me knowing that they were part of it. Ace of Cups in reverse. That's weird. I don't know. Like, that's hidden energy. What's top of the deck? What's not hidden? The Star in reverse. And then right behind it, 3 of Swords in reverse. And then right behind that, 7 of Cups. Okay, so I'm more focused on my stuff, what I'm doing. This is kind of like a non-issue because I'm already preoccupied and interested in what's in it for me this time. You know, that's what they're saying here. Not what's in it for others. Like, why would I, at a certain point, why would you care about what other people's intentions are? Like, what, when you don't control that part, you know what I mean? Sometimes it doesn't take very much for people to show you who they truly are. So you just kind of fill in the gaps, and it's just it's more important to focus on your own thing, Tina. Okay. Again, the 3 of Swords in reversal. The admirer energy. So yeah, with emphasis, they're saying that it's not not all of the admirers. You can't lump sum them into that category. But they're clearly saying that there's a fraction of them there that exists there. Okay. So closing statement. This one. 4 of Pentacles in reverse, and the Hermit card in reverse. things are going to organically happen. There's going to be like a sprouting of energy, like, you know, it's just going to come to light. Whatever's being grown, whatever's invested in doesn't need to be like nickel and dimed and like milked and manipulated. Things are just gonna like, things are gonna come about. That's how they not normally would, how they organically would. Okay, bottom of the deck now is Judgment. Talk about that, yeah. So, okay, top of the deck, no secret. The Moon card. It's gonna manifest, holy smokes. Can you, I didn't even see this coming, like, just saying it in different ways. But this is even more so with that emphasis. Okay, so what is your takeaway, aka our takeaway? It's coming. It's coming. The Fool card. On to the next, for sure. Just keep going. Just keep going. Look at all those shooting stars. Like, there's a major pentacle shooting star here. Do you see that? You know, like it's, do you see that? Definite. That's the first time I've seen it like that. All right. What is, oh, what? They're also saying, if you are ever caught in your thoughts, especially if you're having a bad day, if you ever felt like you blocked yourself, or had a hand in, like, you know, the, in blocking yourself and like trying to escape certain situations. Remember that Seven of Swords thing where like the hands were caught up in, you know, that whole tie-in? They're saying, no, that wasn't you. That wasn't you, Tina. You were not guilty of doing that. Your hands are here. So, yeah, you kept your hands to yourself. Oh, look at that. Look at that. You didn't do that to anybody else. So therefore, you couldn't have done it to yourself either. You kept your hands to yourself. Like, of all of that. Okay, what is my takeaway? Just mine. My panel, what do you want to say? 2. Page of Cups and the Seven of Swords. We just talked about that. So they're really, really just telling me, like, out of all the love that you've given, that, like, taking an inventory for, like, you've basically hit home base. Yeah, you've hit home base with it, Tina. There was a lot of taking from your love. That's for sure. There were a lot of takers. Yeah. And so now you gotta dump out your cup, Tina. Now you gotta dump out your cup, and you gotta get, like, you know, new you gotta get with the program. You gotta get those other fish with the program. You're not gonna get the same old. That's crazy that I would get those two. I thought I was being selfish grabbing too, thinking like, oh, I just subconsciously I want more, and that's weird. I want to get one more. Like, just that's so strange to me. 2 of Pentacles, Tina. You did all right for yourself, okay? You got your hands. Kept your hands to yourself. You focused on, you know, creation. Just keep going with it. Left hand, right brain, left brain, whatever the frick. There's a lot of coordination within these efforts. You kept your hands busy doing what you should be doing. Excellent. That is insane. Like the hands, I'm glad I just talked about all that stuff. I'm just, let's get the wild card here. I don't know what do you got? What's the wild card? Okay, 2 wild cards. Page of Wands in reverse and the King of Pentacles in reverse. New industry. That's what it is. Something about to start. Yeah. That's what they're saying. That's all that I'm gonna. Oh, okay. It dropped, and now they're both accentuated with the Page of Wands like further out, but still in reachable distance. And then the King of Pentacles accentuated, that fell right on top of the box of little reminders. See, just like that. One thing after the other. Oh my goodness. Trust. Oh my gosh. What the frick? Dude, I don't even understand. That's crazy. So just trust. That's all they're asking. You don't need to pull any more cards, you just trust. Just trust. Okay. Okay, that's what they said. All right. I guess I gotta take my walks seriously. Seriously. All right. Thank you for all donations provided in light and love. I certainly appreciate it. But now that this reading is officially over, upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas to assisting with a sequence of rollout in light and love. I close the portals in this reading now.